So this will be a review, a long-term review of the 2022 Tesla Model Y Performance. And this review here, I've done several, but what we want to do on this, so my wife's had the vehicle for over 20,000 miles, and I want to just go through a few things on a long-term review that you might want to know about Tesla. So first we're going to come around the car a little bit, check it out. She did do a few alterations on it. So first, it comes with 21-inch wheels, which are all right, the Uber turbines. With the 21s, but she upgraded to 22-inch wheels. I think these look spectacular. Now, the first thing you may notice is she scratched them a little bit. So these wheels, they do stick out, and if you're not like anal about your driving, real careful, you will scratch these up on curves. So she has scratched those up a little bit on curves. At some point, we may get those buffed out or whatever. So, and especially back here in the back, also, you're gonna notice on this performance version, these wheels are actually wider in the back. So they stick out even further. So you really have to be close. You have to be careful when you're driving this, because you'll see again she's probably scraped those wheels a little bit. So going over some of the performance of this. So you got again, this is the performance Model Y. You've got a 0 to 60 time of 3.4 seconds, top speed of 155 miles per hour, a range of 305 on that. Again, we've had the car approaching 30,000 miles, and so it's dropped battery degradation, which is a very important feature which you really want to know about. So again, we got the car new, it would do 305, fully charged to 100%. Now it's down to around 285. So 100% now is 285. That's after having the vehicle for almost 30,000 miles, and it's only lost, maybe a couple of percent as far as being able to fully charge the battery. So I think that's pretty good. I won't, it's got the white interior. You may be able to see that through the tent, maybe not. I'm not gonna open it up because it would actually cut off my Bluetooth. So, but one of the other alterations she did have the tint done. So you'll see she's got a pretty dark tint on there. But again, inside of there, you do have the white leather seats, which was another option upgrade that she did. So the white leather seats actually look really nice. So again, we had the 22-inch wheels. What else do we have there? I think that's pretty much it as far as the alterations on it. I had absolutely no problems with the vehicle. I'll take that back. She had one issue, something about a seatbelt light came on, saying the seatbelt restraint. Took it into Tesla and they were able to get it fixed. It's still on a factory warranty. So these do have a bumper-to-bumper factory warranty of 4 years, 50,000 miles, which is pretty much, that's, as far as warranties go in the industry, that's a pretty good warranty. You'd be hard pressed to beat that. And most luxury cars do have that 4 year, 50,000 mile. The warranty on the battery is a 100,000 mile warranty. I believe it's 10 year, 100,000 mile warranty on the battery. Pretty good on there too. So again, no other issues with the vehicle. So even after having it for, almost 30,000 miles, still love the acceleration on it. So this will out accelerate just about anything on the road. It'll outrun your Dodge Chargers, Challengers, even the higher end ones. It'll stick with them on most of them, if not outrun them. So bottom line, you've got something as far as performance rise with a 3.4 second 0 to 60. Your quarter mile time, don't quote me on that, but your quarter mile time, I think it's in the low 11s, 10.9 or 11, 11.1, something like that. That's running. So bottom line, with all them numbers being said, if you're not in the numbers, the car is extremely fast, extremely quick. Again, I'm talking about like Hellcat quick, top of the line Mustang quick. I mean, the top of the line Mustang, top of the line Hellcat is that quick to 60 and will stick with them, if not outrun some of those vehicles. So, son, any questions you've had? Again, we've had this for about, like I say, our wife's had it for almost 30,000 miles. Any questions that you had about the Tesla that you think, people may want to know as far as if you were thinking about maybe purchasing one?
Well, everybody, wants to know about the speed. You mentioned it's faster than some of the notable vehicles like Hellcats and Mustangs. What about when you take it a step further and you go to like top of the line Corvettes and other vehicles like that?
So no, again, this is a SUV version. So this version would not outrun a new Corvette, especially like your Z06 Corvette. That is a tremendously fast car. So if you want to run with something like that, you'd need the Plaid. Now Tesla does make a Model S Plaid. They don't make this in the Plaid. This is the fastest. This is the performance version of the Model Y, and that's the fastest Model Y you can get. It wouldn't run with your Corvettes, especially not top end. close, keeping up with the 60. It'd be close to it to 60, but after that, it wouldn't keep running. If you wanted something that's going to run with Corvettes and your top of the line Lamborghinis, top of the line Ferraris, top of the line Vets, you need the Plaid. Go ahead, son. But you will see, and this is how you know you do have the performance edition of the Model Y. You'll see those red brake calipers. So that means you got the performance version. Go ahead, son. Ask me your next question.
And obviously, some vehicles with their top end speed are going to be able to, outrun the car. But with just 0 to 60, how many cars would you say are just quicker out in that get off speed from about 0 to 60 than this car right here?
You'd be hard pressed to name one. You'd have to have something like of course, something like a Bugatti, your new Vet Z06, top of the line Vet will outrun it at 60. Your Demon thing by Dodge, something like that. But you see what I'm naming? I'm naming very expensive, legendary cars that it would take to outrun this. Something like that would outrun it. But other than that, you'd be hard pressed to name, something that's going to outrun this. I think Benz does have an AMG SUV that can keep up with this. It's right around there, so they do have one. So. But this is the fastest you're going to get with the Model Y. If you go Model X, you can get the Plaid in Model X and get a little faster. But that's it for this. This is the fastest you're going to get in this, and it will, again, outrun just about anything to 60 unless you're talking about exotics or extreme cars.
Okay, just one more question. How does the traction feel once you get up to those top speeds? How does it feel?
Okay, and I'm going to let you answer that question, too, because you've taken this up to around 120, 130. And I'm gonna let you come back and talk about that too. But so one thing about this is all-wheel drive. So say with a Hellcat, if you're in a Hellcat is rear-wheel drive, meaning only these rear wheels are spinning. So it's a lot harder to get the traction down and get that time of 0 to 60 down because it's only rear wheel. You can't just slam the gas on a Hellcat. It'll just spin you around off the track. You have to know what you're doing. This is all-wheel drive, so the power is put down through all four wheels, so there is no spinning. When you hit this on the gas, it just goes. There's no spinning, there's no nothing. So to answer your question, very stable. Even if you floor it at any time, even in the rain, you'd be hard-pressed to spin this around because it's all-wheel drive, traction control, and just a very steady car. Now, you tell me you've had this, you've did the 0 to 60 test in it. You've had it up to about 130 miles per hour. You tell me, how stable did you feel this vehicle was out there on the road?
It's pretty stable. It just makes you feel very safe. When you get to those high speeds, you want to make sure you have a car that's, make sure you're almost like sticking to the ground, which is what this car kind of does. You don't feel too much movement.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and you'll see, because you'll see this got some good tire size. If you get in close, you'll see that first number, that number that starts with a 2. What is that number? 245 or 255 on there?
245.
Okay, so 245 is a pretty wide tire. Now, when we come to the back, like I told you, these are even wider. Look at that back tire. Tell me that number you see back there.
This one is 270.
So you got a 275 on the back. And what that means is this tire is wider across there, so you have even more rubber to put down as far as your traction control, and you only get these wider tires on the performance version of the Model Y. Also, we do sell these rims. We sell all type of rims, so if you're interested in that, just let me know in the comments section. We sell wheels, EVLE vehicles, but I just wanted to go over that, like I say, after having I'm gonna open this for a second. If my volume cuts out, guys, just know that it's because my Bluetooth hooked to the tube. But I want to show you these seats, and I need to wash them, but the seats have held up good. You got those white leather seats, and they've held up pretty good. And then, again, all I do is take a rag and wash them. I'll probably wipe them down 2 or 3 times over the life of the vehicle, and this is pretty high traffic, even with my wife's daughter. So the white seats are not an issue. They held up just fine. Lots of space in this. We're not gonna go over all the other things. I just wanted to go over the long-term review stuff that you may have an issue with. And I'm gonna really stress this as far as if you're thinking about getting an electric vehicle and you say, hey, why go Tesla? And I'm gonna tell you, I love Tesla because of the performance, but I'm gonna tell you something even more of a reason to go with Tesla. It's your charging. So when you leave the home, like now I can charge at home. That's where you're going to charge most times. But there will be some time when you're going out of town or on a trip and you need to charge not at home. And Tesla has, bar none, the best charging network in the industry. and that's going to make a difference for you. When you need to charge, chargers are just about everywhere. You see a lot of them at the back of the Wawas, the Tesla superchargers. It's really simple. All you do is pop up, plug in, and go. There's no credit card. There's no nothing. So again, the charging is one of the most important features. The charging network, one of the most important features of the Tesla, and that's why at this point I'd be hard pressed to. I don't think I'd buy any other electric vehicle just because of that reason. Now I need to do another, I'm going to do another video here, but Ford did just come out with an agreement with Tesla so that Ford's electric vehicles such as the F-150 Lightning and the Mach-E and some of their other ones can use Tesla's charging network, and that's going to be huge too. So we'll go into that in the next story. That's going to be it for this one. Again, long-term review of the Tesla Model Y with these custom wheels. The custom wheels have been great. No issues with those either. Put it on Pirelli tires. Next time I will go, instead of Pirelli tires, I will go Michelin tires. I think those are a little bit better. So other than that though, no issues with it all. But I do need you guys to do one thing for me. If this was gave you any type of interest, facts, please hit that like button for me so this is pushed out to more people. Then I'm able to make more videos for you guys. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.